That's exactly what's unraveling with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. The couple who once turned the monarchy upside down in the name of true love is now trending all over again. But this time, it's not because of a crown or castle. It's because Meghan has reportedly said the unthinkable. I didn't love Prince Harry anymore. Yes, you read that right. Meghan Markle allegedly told people close to her, people who know her, that the love she once had for Harry is gone, vanished like smoke. And it's not tabloid gossip this time. These words are coming from Meghan herself, according to insiders. No sugarcoating, no spin, just raw, heartbreaking truth. The woman who once stood by Harry through the most chaotic royal mess, who left behind everything she knew, who crossed oceans and faced press hysteria, she's stepping back emotionally, and not in a quiet, gentle way, in a cold, distant, final way. But here's the twist. This didn't just happen overnight. Oh no. The cracks have been showing for a while, but nobody wanted to believe it. From skipped family events to cold red carpet moments to Harry looking like a shell of his former self standing beside Meghan, people noticed. Fans whispered, experts speculated, even casual watchers of royal drama could sense something was off, but no one wanted to accept it. Because how could the most rebellious love story of our time be fading? And now it seems it's already gone. Sources close to Meghan are saying this is not just some petty argument or sudden fallout. This has been brewing quietly, painfully over time. Meghan's reportedly felt unheard, emotionally exhausted, even trapped. And it's not for lack of trying. People in her inner circle are saying Meghan tried, she gave her best. But love, real love, sometimes it needs more than effort. And in her case, it's just been slipping away. Now take a moment. Imagine being Harry, the man who gave up his family, his royal identity, his relationship with his brother, the man who said goodbye to palaces, privileges, and protection. All for love. All to protect Meghan. All to start fresh. New country, new rules. A new life. And now, after all that, to hear the woman he risked everything for say she doesn't love him anymore, that's not heartbreak. That's a full-blown emotional collapse. And just when we thought this couldn't possibly get more complicated, guess who's suddenly being dragged into the chaos? Prince freaking William. And not just in that friendly, you're my brother-in-law kind of way. Nope, people close to the situation say that admiration may have had a deeper emotional undercurrent. So let's just pause for a second. This isn't just a broken marriage we're talking about. This could be feelings, real feelings that were never dealt with, that were ignored, that are now clawing their way to the surface and threatening to rewrite everything we thought we knew. Now, think about William, the royal who's been carefully holding it together, focusing on the crown, trying to maintain his polished public image, and now he's been shoved into the center of a royal scandal he didn't ask for. Insiders say he's horrified, disgusted, shocked. He wants nothing to do with this mess, but guess what? He's already in it. And Harry? Oh, poor Harry is spiraling. Quietly, of course, because that's how he processes pain. But those closest to him say he's unraveling. He's confused, angry, crushed. He keeps asking the same question over and over. How do you lose the person you built your whole new life around? How do you even begin to process the fact that you sacrificed everything and still it wasn't enough? But here's the kicker. This drama is just getting started. Sources say Harry has retreated into silence, into privacy, into his small inner circle of loyal friends. He's been avoiding cameras, canceling appearances. He's broken, not just as a man, but as a husband who believed when an ordinary relationship ends, it's already a nightmare. But when you're Prince Harry and your love life has been everyone's business for years, it's pure devastation. Every step of the collapse is public. Every rumor is dissected. Every tear becomes a headline. And yet, Harry hasn't stopped trying. Insiders say he's still reaching out to Meghan, still trying to have real conversations. I was asking if there's something left to rebuild, but Meghan? She's gone. Not physically, emotionally. She's not angry, not defensive, just distant. Like her heart left weeks ago. Like she's already living in a new world without him. Harry's not used to that kind of silence from her, and that's what scares him the most. People say he's still deeply in love, that he hasn't given up, that he won't give up, even when it's clearly over, because he's looking back at everything he gave up for her. The throne, his family, his comfort, and wondering, did any of it even matter to her? Meanwhile, Meghan, she's glowing in her solo era, launching new personal projects, working on her brand, attending events without Harry. This isn't just a breakup, this is a rebranding. She's not just walking away, she's reclaiming control. And her friends are cheering her on. They say Meghan felt suffocated, not just by Harry, but by the pressure of the fairy tale. The endless media circus, the expectations, the criticism, even the illusion of love came with a cost. And now, she's done paying it. But what about the kids? Archie and Lilibet are young, too young to grasp what's going on. But make no mistake, they're in the dead center of this emotional explosion, and insiders say both Meghan and Harry are desperate to keep the kids out of the mess. Publicly, they're playing nice. Privately, there's fear. And it's growing. Because if this split becomes official, what then? Will Meghan pack up and head back to LA full-time? Will Harry flee to the UK to be closer to his royal roots? Either path rips the family apart. And that's the part no one wants to say out loud. Royal advisors are panicking. Yes, Harry and Meghan stepped away from royal duties, but let's be honest. They're still royals, still tied to that fragile institution. And now the drama they're generating is reaching Buckingham Palace faster than a whisper in the wind. Meetings are happening, emergency calls, secret strategy sessions. Why? Because this isn't just about a breakup anymore. This is about image. And the crown is terrified of how this will stain what's left of its reputation. Public opinion, a battlefield. Some are siding with Meghan, calling her brave, fierce, unapologetic. Others are holding Harry close, saying no man should suffer like this after giving up everything for love. And then, of course, there's the crowd watching it like a Netflix drama, wine in hand, waiting for the next twist, because this story isn't over, not by a long shot. And Harry, still no public statement. He won't lash out. He won't humiliate her. That's never been his style. Even now, with his world crumbling, he's protecting her. But don't mistake silence for peace. Behind closed doors, Harry is grieving. Not just the woman, the life he imagined, the future he thought was certain, the belief that love, real love, could survive anything. That belief is slipping fast. Friends say he walks around like a ghost, smiling for the cameras, nodding politely, but lost in his own head. Some think he's in denial. Others believe he's still holding on to hope. Maybe both. What's crystal clear? He doesn't want this to end. He's still holding on, still begging the universe for a sign. But he's also starting to realize love on its own isn't always enough. And that realization, it's soul-crushing. Because this isn't a soap opera breakup, there are no screaming matches, no slam doors, no big finale, just quiet detachment, icy silence. A love story that's quietly bleeding out behind the scenes. One side still fighting, the other already gone. That's not heartbreak, that's haunting. And while Meghan's been curating her next chapter, owning the spotlight solo with that polished grace, Harry's trapped in what feels like a royal nightmare he can't escape. Close friends say he keeps replaying memories. Their wedding, the Oprah bombshell, the Netflix deals, and of course, their children. He keeps asking, where did it all go wrong? Because this wasn't just love. It was a rebellion. Now, it's just Meghan walking away, and Harry still clinging to the dream. Some of Harry's old friends, those from before Meghan, have quietly suggested he return to London, reconnect with his roots. But for Harry, going back would feel like admitting he failed at love again. And that idea, it crushes him. Meanwhile, Meghan's thriving. She's back in California, attending meetings, glowing for paparazzi, wearing bold suits and sending an even bolder message. I'm fine. I'm focused. I'm free. And it stings. Harry's still bleeding emotionally, while Meghan moves like their 5-year saga was just a closed chapter. Not messy, not dramatic, just over. Whispers say Meghan's quietly telling people she's rediscovering herself. Without royal pressure, without Harry, and professionally, her team's scrubbing the Harry and Meghan brand into simply Meghan. She's emotionally and strategically detaching. No more cozy joint interviews, no more shared causes. She's building her solo empire. And Harry, he's journaling, writing in silence, asking the question that haunts him. Was I ever enough? While fans divide into Team Meghan and Team Harry, behind closed doors, the sadness is real. Even palace insiders who've always stayed tight-lipped are whispering in disbelief because even they thought this love was solid. But now, with each new headline, each no-show appearance, each photo of Meghan without her ring, the truth gets harder to ignore. And yes, Meghan's been seen ringless. No statement, no clarification, just cool smiles and quiet exits. Harry, though, he's still wearing his. Always. That's the image that says it all. One partner holding on, the other already gone. Now the world's bracing. Will Meghan go public with a formal split? Will Harry return to the UK alone? What about the kids? Will they become the next royal tug of war? This isn't a typical breakup. This is generational. Global. The couple who vow to modernize the monarchy might be the very ones to shake it to its core. And here's what cuts deepest. Meghan hasn't denied anything. The now infamous "I don't love Prince Harry anymore" quote is out there, circling like wildfire. And she hasn't said a word. not even to defend him. No interview, no tweet, just silence. And in PR, silence is its own kind of truth. Insiders say she feels relieved, that the illusion is gone, that playing the fairy tale role became exhausting, and now she's walking out without looking back. And Harry, he's still in the wreckage, still hoping for a miracle, still dreaming about a woman who emotionally left the marriage long ago. This isn't just scandal, this is the collapse of a love story the world once believed in.